Antonion, Ballard, semi-final series going to game 5 tomorrow over here on the court behind you.
Yeah.
What's the feeling in the camp today?
It's just I expect this series to be like this, very, very physical. You know, they got monsters inside. You know, and it's good for us. You know, because there's no other way that like getting to the championship and our goal and winning the whole thing. It's the toughest route possible, which is makes you earn and respect it when you do get there. So I think this series has been a tough one, for us mentally, physically, and things like this. But it's something that we're enduring, that we need to get better at, and I think that we are as the series are progressing. And it's a very physical game. That's how I can really put it. Physical.
And how big of a factor is the home court advantage at the time? I mean, of course, you have the home court advantage.
Yeah.
And the last 2 home games over here, I mean, you couldn't have asked much better game for the fans. I mean, for the players, you might have been sort of a bit of stressing out, but the fans, they're really games that they enjoy.
Well, this is what we worked for in the regular season, to be able to get home court advantage. And now that we have home court advantage, if games aren't going as well as we planned it, if our energy isn't where it needs to be, and our motivation isn't where it needs to be, that's where the crowd comes in. There are 6 men out there on the court with us. So if sometimes we feel like, stuff's not going our way, whether it be referees or whether it be within ourselves, the crowd can be out there, they can be helping us, and the crowds, it really does. It feeds energy, it gives us energy, and that's like having home court advantage is bigger than a lot of people may think. That's why they call it home court advantage, because the crowd is really like a 6 man out there for us and with us and giving us the energy and the spirit that we need.
And how is the playing every other day? It's a tight schedule of games. What can the team do? I mean, you win one, you lose some. Mm-hmm. What can you do? Like, let's say after yesterday's defeat, what can you do today to? Do you have to play different tomorrow? Or is it just doing the small things right in the game that is the difference?
Yeah, it's a bunch of the things that we looked at throughout the game. So we watch and study the film, see where we can improve, and if there's areas that we need to get better in, we might be there, but we might be like a little late, like a second or 2 off. So it's just like minor things that we need to correct, give them a little bit more fight, give them a little bit more heart, and I know being at home would do that, because I mean, if you look at these series and they being physical, and they won pretty good last game, and with that you might think like, but we're 2-2, the series is tied 2-2, and yeah, like the games have been really physical, have been close, but we want to win like they won, and I think once we correct our minor mistakes and we get to where we need to be, that it's only going to make it better for us in the long run. And since it's 2-2 and we're tied up, and as we progress, these things that we're working on now is getting us ready for the next step and the next level and the next game. So it's good. It's tough losses, but they're very teachable moments, and they're moments that humble us and help us grow and help us be where we need to be and get to where we need to get.
And what do you want to say, and the team wants to say? What do you want to say to the 2,000 people who come here to support you here tomorrow? What do you want to say to them ahead of the game?
Put on your jerseys, because you're out there with us, and we thank you. And I think we have the best fans in Finland. I couldn't ask for better fans, and you guys are always out there with us, whether you know it or not. And it's just keep the faith, keep the arena loud and proud, because we are. And through you guys, behind you guys push us more than you know.